Welcome to Serving Aces. I'm Alexandra Stevenson, and I'm here with my co-host, Hugues Laverdiere, or as I like to call him, Ougi. Welcome, Ougi. It's round of 16 and quarterfinals. French Open going into the second week. Oh my gosh.
So much drama. Seriously, I have never seen a French Open like so dramatic. Day in, day out, there's so many upsets. It's just crazy. I mean, come
I
on.
mean,
Have you ever seen that?
no, it's like each day there's a drama that unfolds. And can we just say, okay, the seeds are dropping. I mean, we got to talk about Sinner. Obviously, that was
Yeah.
earlier on in the week. The heat, everybody thinks, got to him. Sinner did not blame the heat. He just said he was feeling unwell. He woke up dizzy. He could have had a cold. His body pretty much caught up to him after his amazing run since
hmm
March.
Yeah, well, it was up like 6-3, 6-2, 5-1. I mean, I don't know about his body not being okay. He's just crushing the guy. And then suddenly, the only opponent that we didn't see coming that was going to take him out, the Heat. Seriously,
The
it's the
heat.
only thing.
We
The only
did say
thing.
the conditions, though, on our podcast previously. We
Yeah,
said
yeah.
that would be the only thing that could take him out. His
It,
body or the conditions.
yeah, you're right, and we were right. I mean, it's just like we're so good. Come on, look at that prediction. I mean, it's
I
not
mean,
even a tennis player can take him out. Just the conditions, the heat
and
got to him.
Oogie,
He did look like terrible towards the end of the match, though. I
oh, he
mean,
did. He looked
physically,
awful.
he was on his racket. I don't know, he was shaking or throwing up about like Pete Sampras back then in the U.S. Open. I was worried for him. I was like, oh my gosh, is he going to be okay? Is he going to faint on the
Yeah.
court? I mean, thank God he's okay. But
Well,
yeah.
and he went down to the other Cerundolo.
That's right. I was like, okay, Francisco just took him out. I was like, what? It's his
What?
brother,
No,
lefty?
that's the brother, the lefty.
It's there. It's never
Yeah,
heard of him.
and you know what? The lefty Cerundolo, I have to say, he kept the ball in. He stayed steady. He was in a tough, not terrible, a tough position because when your opponent is number one in the world, has won everything, is on a roll, going for a career Grand Slam, won the Golden Masters,
Mm.
obviously the guy's going to get a little tight on the other side.
Oh,
But
yeah.
he kept calm. He built the point. He played his clay court style, his lefty game, and you got to give it to him. He did not give errors to Sinner to even try to let him back in.
You're totally right. I mean, think about that. When you're down 2-0 and 5-1, I mean,
Mhm.
what are the odds of that? Like 3-4% that you can come back? I mean, I don't know, but it's not that great. And you only need like 4 points in the next 4 games to win that match, or 5 games even. So that's tough. It's tough to like let it slip, but he did. He was really steady,
Yep.
made him play all the time, made him keep the ball, and made him run a little bit. So real smart play. And then whoop, once that set was in the pocket, then it was just 1-1, and just the body gave up.
All right. So the
Impressive.
good news today, Sinner was photographed riding his Vespa in Monaco. He was wearing a helmet, so he's riding safely, and he gets some rest, and he's going to come back for the grass season.
He's gonna be good. Hey, you know what? Who's entered an event in doubles
Oh,
and
but you
Oh my
can't talk
oh my
about it.
god!
That's later.
Oh
Okay,
my
later.
gosh! We
I know
called
you're
it
so
too.
excited. We did call it on grass. Okay,
We
but that's
did. We did.
let's get through. We got to get through Djokovic losing to Fonseca in 5 sets. Djokovic did not play terrible. Like he played.
Oh yeah,
Fonseca took it from him.
he played like he plays like that. He has chances to win Wimbledon. That's how good he was playing. Djokovic was just playing great, but like Fonseca was just playing just unbelievable. And even today in his match against Rude.
Yes. I mean, can
Wow.
we say, okay, the serve. I got to say 3 aces against the best returner in the world, Novak Djokovic, to win the match in
Oh
the
yeah.
5th set. That was so impressive. The forehand today against Rude, I think he has beaten James Blake record. James Blake had like a 120 something, maybe 125 mile per hour forehand.
Wow.
Fonseca today definitely hit one harder than him.
I mean, that's like crushing the ball. And they had the stats on that like 25% of his forehands were 100 miles an hour and more. I mean, that's like so many.
Yeah.
It's like seriously
crazy, huh?
That
Okay,
is amazing.
we got to talk about the line call in the tie break when Rude could have won that set.
Yeah. I mean, Fonseca's up one sets to love, 7-5, and then it's 6-all, or real close, and then set point for
8-7.
Rude,
Mhm.
8-7 in tiebreak, and Rude has got set point, and big rally, of course, 20 shots, boom, 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 all over the place, and suddenly Fonseca goes for a big forehand down the line with this grunt, "Whoa," like he's finishing
Yeah.
the point, he's all excited, and then he misses that shot like by 3 millimeters, but the lady comes down from the chair, watches the mark, and says, I can't see space in between the mark and the line, so the ball's good. And Rude is like, what? He
Yeah.
doesn't.
But
He
also
can't.
the problem was a fan called it out. So
Ooh.
the chair and the umpires did not call the ball.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
fan said out first, so that's a hindrance, number one.
Yeah.
My question to you, Ougi, is why did she let it be 8-all? Is it because Rude didn't object? He
I
didn't
don't know.
pull a Putin Seva.
I mean, I think it's because it was a winner, right? I mean, Fonseca
Well,
just hit a clean
but didn't
winner, even if
Rude?
somebody in the crowd said out. I mean, Rude could not
Yeah,
have reached that.
yeah. He
Rude could
couldn't
not have
score
reached that
a point.
ball and could put it back
Right.
in. Since the umpire says it's on the line, doesn't touch, it's not
Yeah.
out, it's on the line. Then she's like,
So
well, it's a
make the
clean
play.
winner. So if I decide it's good, it's a clean winner. So that's why it was 8-all. But
That's
too
where
bad. Too bad.
the rule I feel is tricky, right? Because Rude clearly heard the out and he pulled up on his
Yeah.
shot. I mean, we had this problem with Coco Gauff a year ago in Dubai or Doha
Mm-hmm.
when she did similar thing and she pulled up off her shot and then she complained to the chair. So obviously electronic line calling just needs to be at the French Open.
Oh,
Come
you're
on.
totally right. 150 million% there. I mean, there's no way that the technology is so precise now, and players can live with that. I mean, even if the technology would miss a call from,
That's
it
okay.
doesn't really
Yeah.
happen. But if it did, I mean, maybe it happened like twice over the 5 years. It's like,
Yeah.
how do it's not going to happen. So players can say, let's see upstairs, and okay, the review. Okay, let's keep on playing,
And
and
then it's easier to move on from.
because it's so hard to see if the ball touches or not, because once those lines are getting brushed, sometimes you brush even on the side of the line, so when that mark is left and it touches so you don't really know sometimes if it really touches or not. And you
Yeah,
have
the
to
human eye
you need
is so
like
difficult.
you'd need like an angle, something like in mathematics to see, okay, the mark is a certain amount of inches, okay, it touches or it doesn't.
Yeah,
It's so
exactly.
hard. So
Well,
it's like,
plus with the footwork and your feet are
oh
touching
yeah,
the lines, the ball's touching, everything's kind of on the clay and it's hot conditions, although today it dropped to 70 degrees,
I
which is
know. It's cool.
what,
Yeah,
25
20.
degrees Celsius?
No, 20.
20. So
70s,
way
20.
better
Yeah.
conditions.
Yeah. Yeah.
But look, hey, Fonseca, that was a tough one for Rude, but I'm so excited because we got Fonseca, we got Jodar, both 19-year-olds.
Yeah. Teenagers just
Yeah,
make it three quarters.
pretty cool, huh?
Oh,
It's exciting stuff.
it's and we predicted those two guys, that they were on our radar, and Hodar especially, coming out of Virginia, he learned a lot. He had a great interview today with folks at TNT and with John Isner and all these commentators. It was pretty cool to for him to open up, and his English is good. It's contrast to Nadal or even Alcaraz sometimes. So it's easy for him to communicate, and he's not that communicative. He doesn't talk a lot, but he gets around, and he's got his signature already done, his autographs.
Good.
He's 19. He's starting to sign autographs. This year it's his first year on tour.
Yeah, he was 700 and something in the world a year ago, right?
Exactly. I think 707, and then now almost top 20 and everything. So
yeah, so those two, if they could clash in the semis, but he's got to look. Hodar has to beat Zverev, and Fonseca has to follow it up again and beat Menchik. So it's not easy.
Not easy. And hey, these guys, whoever wins the title is going to be, he earned it. Not that he beat Alcaraz or Sinner, but they earned it because they're beating day in, day out those great players. Fonseca beat Djokovic, and now Rude. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on, he's on a roll.
No joke players. Okay,
big
so
players.
We got new faces to win the title on both sides. The men, look, we've got Cerundolo, Berrettini, Tiafoe, Arnaldi, Auger-Aliassime, Tabilo, Cabali, and Svida.
Wow.
Tiafoe and Svida, the Americans, holding up the American flag. Let's see who gets into the quarters.
That's right. They're going to play each other?
No. Svida plays Caboli and
Okay.
Tiafoe plays an Arnaldi. So the Americans against
Oh,
the Italians.
wow. Little
Yeah.
Davis Cup action there.
Yeah.
Could be either way.
Yeah, it could
Wow.
be exciting. Berrettini's having a resurgence.
Yeah, true, but he's probably going to go down soon. But the other two Italians probably will face each other. I mean, they're like so good on clay. Arnaldi is super strong, and well, we'll see. Big foes. Big foes came back from 2 sets down.
Felix could make a big run to the finals here.
Yeah, that's right. I think Felix now is the he's the leader on that group. He could definitely reach the final.
Yeah, we all know Zverev is now the favorite. Can he handle the pressure, Ougi?
That's always been a no early. I mean,
yeah, but this could
the
be
other tournaments,
moment.
but yeah, I mean, it'd be so nice for him to just finally win a title, a big one like those Grand Slams, because normally he doesn't get that chance because Carlitos or Sainer have been there for the past 4 or 5 years. So yeah, Zverev is now the favorite to win the tournament, and yeah, he embraced that. He answered some questions after his winning last match, and he's like, yeah, I know I'm the favorite now and everything. So hopefully, he backs it up and doesn't put too much pressure on himself. He probably learned. He learned that like last couple years.
Well,
so hopefully.
Also, I kind of like that he called out. He called out some people at Tennis Channel. He goes, "I know you have players that you love to hate on and players you love. So please just stop wasting my time."
He said that?
Yeah, he said that. So
wow.
I like that because it shows that he's in fighting form.
That is good. I mean,
right?
That's like he hears the critics and he's like, okay, I'm going to just shove it.
Yeah, don't waste no time. So you know what, Zverev?
It's good.
Let's see you get to the finals again and win it. I'll tell you my pick after we go into the women.
Yeah.
You've got your pick now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay, so I've got my pick. Oh, we got to talk a little bit about Tiafoe getting into a shouting match against his opponent in the 5th set against Faria.
Yeah, I didn't see that. So tell me about it.
It was just, Faria was just, kind of being a jerk. And Tiafoe was like, "You're not tough enough, bro. Just play."
Who did he play?
Faria. I have never heard of this
Faria.
Yeah. Have you?
No, never heard of him. No.
Yeah, I didn't know about him. I was like, okay. And then
where's he from? Which country?
Stevens that she thought he thought he was Ryan Garcia or something.
Which country is he from? Faria.
Faria? Good question.
That's okay.
I mean, he made news. Let's go see. Where is Faria from, guys?
Sounds Latino a little bit. Faria, like maybe
South American, maybe.
Probably,
He made news because of Francis.
Maybe Brazil, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. Could be, well, let me look at the draw. Where is he from? Jay Faria. Portugal.
Oh, there you go. I was Brazil, Portugal, the same. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, Portugal. Okay, so we got some of the Spanish-speaking guys running their mouths, I have to say, because then we got this other guy that I had never heard of either. And Vallejo. Have you heard
Vallejo?
of
Vallejo? I've heard his name before, but
from Paraguay. All right.
Paraguay.
So he played the young 17-year-old Kouame.
Moise Kouame, yeah, French guy.
The 5th set, and the crowd is good. It's France. He's French.
Oh yeah,
17.
And I think it was that match that was on the same day as PSG won against Arsenal, the Champions League for soccer.
Chaos,
so
right?
super big, festivities and fireworks at night.
Yeah, fireworks.
The PSG won. It was like so big.
17-year-old making history at Roland Garros is for the French.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so they had a female chair.
Okay, which happens all the time for
right. No problems. It's like a man or a woman can do the job.
Yeah, one of the best umpires is that lady from I think Russia or something. She speaks Russian or something. She's
there's a couple of them.
I think she did the finals at the Aussie Open. This year. I think she has she has big lips, pulpy lips here. I'm sorry, I noticed stuff.
I know a lot of great female and a lot of great male chairs.
Yeah, of course.
And they would say both can handle the job, right?
Exactly. It doesn't matter which. Yeah, yeah.
This guy,
Yeah, what do you say?
Adolfo Daniel Vallejo. Okay. He goes,
I can't wait for you to say. I'm suspecting some jerk
I'm going to read
comment.
you his quote, and this is his quote.
Okay, let's hear it.
This sort of match needs to be umpired by a man. It's very difficult for a woman to do it. It has to be refereed by a man because it's a very demanding crowd, and you need a lot of strength to go against the crowd.
Like strength physical? What are you talking about, dude?
I mean, come on, dude.
You're sitting on a chair.
I don't even deserve to be called dude.
Yeah, like, no, dude is way cool. That's yeah, you're right.
I can't even believe that he came out and said that in 2026, Ougi.
That's such a sexist comment. That's so bad. Seriously, right? I mean,
also,
that's terrible.
Why would he say that? And then every single chair is gonna like hate him. So now every chair is not going to be nice to him anyway. They might take some calls from him.
Exactly. And you know what the ATP should do? They should always put a woman on his chair match.
Oh yeah. I mean, if I was the ATP supervisor, I'd put a woman on his chair every single time.
For like the next 3 months, every match he has for like the penalty because he said that. You know what? They meet him and they say, okay, you know what? Instead of money, you're going to have a woman on your chair for the next 3 months.
I mean, I couldn't believe that. So we got that going on. We had fireworks. We had Tiafoe getting in an argument. And then we had something else a little crazy. Okay. So Alejandro Davidovich Fokina.
Yeah. Okay. What about it? Man, you're like telling me so much stuff that I didn't know. What's going on there?
Okay. So Mariano Puerta was coaching him.
Okay. Yeah. Great player.
Former player. Great player.
Argentina.
He played this 5-setter match.
Okay.
And Mariano Puerta just decided to block him, not communicate with him, ghost him, fly home, and quit his team.
Okay, what? During the match?
No, after the match. He told Fokina he was going back to the hotel. 2 hours later, he got a long message saying he was leaving for good. Then he took a flight to Miami without informing the rest of his team. He blocked him, Fokina, and his wife, and that was it.
Wow.
A little sus.
That's like terrible. Seriously, come on now.
I mean,
what are you doing?
You usually hear like the player ghosting the coach.
I know.
Look, it's like a trend right now. We had Perry Card lose his coach to, was it Swiatek? Yeah.
Yeah. It was it was Swiatek.
And now we got Puerta
Roig
in the middle of the night.
Right, that's I don't know what's going on there, but hey, you know, there's something like which is called manners in class, and hopefully that doesn't get lost in translation because it's so important, you know, for anybody to just act like, you know, like normal.
And if you want to move on, have communication, like, you know, Alcaraz and Ferrero. Obviously, there were some issues, but they communicated in their own way and moved on. Right?
Exactly. They ended the relationship well. I mean, not probably the greatest handle of relation. I mean, I wish they would have said something to each other live and suddenly we know about it. And that was obviously not the case because Carlos Ferrero just got a text like in the morning or something like, okay, you're done.
Either, but at least he didn't leave in the middle of a tournament.
Yeah, so, I mean, exactly. And they can talk about each other nicely. You know, they have praises to each other.
Could be the heat. I mean, everybody was acting. And then we had Sonmez falling on the back of the court. We had another guy twist his ankle in the practice session on the tarps.
Hey, Haley Baptiste just, collapsed on the court.
Going down with her knee, and then her dad jumped out on the court and she was like, don't touch me because you can't have anybody touch you except the physio.
Yeah.
So at least she knew it, but obviously her dad just saw her and just reacted. And
he must have known because he knows, his daughter. So he's like, "Ooh, I saw that," and you're like screaming and acting so I'm jumping on the court and trying to help you out because he knew she was done.
Yeah, and everybody feels bad, but she at least knew, don't touch me because she could get default. Not that she could play anyway. Yeah, but
it was pretty cool that she was aware of that, and just to say that, it's like wow, it's like you're hurt, but then you're like so smart about it too. So
exactly.
Cool.
So The
Hey, what about
courtside banners, the tarps behind the clay,
hey,
because look, the game is getting the players are playing deeper into the court. We know this. A
hey,
la
Casper Ruud
Medvedev.
hit like a Lacoste sign today, and he's like,
Yeah,
"Let's remove these things because it's right in front of
it's
the
in the way.
line judge, and the
Mhm,
line judge can always move, when
mhm.
the rally's going on, and
That's
but
tough.
then but that Lacoste board doesn't move, and he hit himself on the leg, and he can injure himself. And he's like,
Oh,
and he
for
said
sure.
right, and rightfully so, he said to the umpire, "Hey, I think the players." Safety should come first, and then the sponsors is second.
Yeah,
We
it's
don't. Who cares about
second.
the sponsor? He said something like, "Who cares about the sponsor?" But then,
Well,
yeah,
it's true because
he's
you got
right.
to play. Look, you're in battle, you're playing, and the sponsors, obviously, the tournament happens because of the sponsors, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
but also because of the players.
Hey,
But
first,
it's
yeah.
becoming increasingly more like bright lights and like the LED lights, and it's hard
Hmm.
as a player to track the ball with all this stuff going on. And
Yeah,
then if you're moving and there's tarps behind you, you can't like plan your footwork. You
mm,
just are moving. So
you're
you
gonna
can't
slip.
like yeah, it's a tough situation. They need to fix it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Lacoste sign should be like on the side of the line umpire. It would be so simple to do. Just put
Yeah,
it right there.
it's easy, not
Yeah,
hard. Okay,
yeah.
so we
It's not that
didn't get
hard.
into the women.
Hey,
Okay.
what about last thing? What about Mencic on the ground screaming, cramping, and nobody comes to help? Jeez,
Well,
how
that too,
painful was that?
but that's a rule. So when
Then the
you're
guy
cramping,
comes over, shakes his hand, and
yes,
he talks to him. He's like, "I can't get up," and the guy just goes. He just
yeah,
left.
just
It's
leave
like,
because
dude,
you're
ask for help,
technically,
like with your
I
hand
know,
like that. Come on,
but you
because the
can't
guy.
touch the player. So that's why they do it.
I
It's
know,
not nice.
but Menchik was up by himself. Like, give me some help,
I
anybody, come
know.
here, and nobody was coming around for
Nobody
like
was
forever.
helping them.
Like
It was
the
ridiculous.
umpire go down and just go see somebody sees the player. Please, come on,
I
somebody
know
just
it's easy, right?
so much drama. Seriously,
Lots,
it's
and
like
that was just okay. So that was the men's
like
side. Now, okay, women's side.
the first
So
week. Imagine the
Swiatek
second week.
Swiatek goes down. Coco Gauff goes down.
Come on, let's talk about the women's side. This is amazing stuff as well. Today
Okay,
the
so
way that Swiatek just lost.
just Kostyuk.
Oh,
Okay,
she played great though.
yeah, Kostyuk's playing amazing. A Kostyuk Svitolina, that's a good match to watch. My pick is Svitolina. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Today when I saw the match and the conclusion, I mean,
Yeah.
Koscheck just took over the second set. It was amazing. I thought about you because I was like, how would you rate her dance moves?
Oh yeah. Well,
What
so
about that? What about that?
what's interesting is she's 16-0 right now since her win in Madrid.
Hmm.
What has changed with Marta Kostyuk is she is now looser and she's out of her head and she's loosening up. And now
Hmm.
we're seeing her dance, right?
Yeah.
She did say she played at the Olympics and against Donna Vekic, and at some point she danced during then. And
She
so
was waiting. Yeah, they saw
good
that.
memories.
They showed
But
us.
look what happens when a player is loose and happy and staying in their focus, but still able to perform and loosen up.
Yeah.
It's really suiting her because she's always kind of been temperamental and like gets down on herself.
Hmm.
So I thought that was pretty impressive to see.
And you said it correctly because it is so hard to be in it's like a mountain and to be on the top of the mountain all the time with that because if you're going on this side of the mountain, you're like too loose and you're not
Yeah.
focusing. You're watching. You're like curious, playing with the crowd. Okay, where
Or
should I
Tiafoe
serve?
at times.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
tough to win because it's like if you're just. But then if you're like Swiatek, if you're too focused
Too
and you're
tight.
too intense and too tight, and then you're not playing well and you're
Yeah.
not enjoying anything and
Yeah.
you're like too stressed out. So it's hard to be in the top of the
Find
mountain
the
all the
balance.
time. It's
Yeah.
tough, and
But
that's why we're consulting, psychologists for sports and stuff like that, and that's why it's tough to be in the zone because it's tough to be on the top of that mountain all the time. But we're looking for it all the time.
yeah, and you look, I like it that you see because of social media, you see more players dance. I mean, Djokovic dances, Sabalenka's now dancing,
Yeah,
Kostyuk is dancing. So before, you never really used to see that. Like what before I went out to the court, I love listening to music and just like dancing and being loose.
yeah, yeah,
That
exactly.
drives me, like to be happy and like but pumped up.
Uh
And
huh.
so now you're able to see that because it's more interactive and they're like filming everybody when they walk out and you get
Yeah.
to see the different personalities. So I think that's very helpful to tennis to push it forward to have more viewers.
You're right, and I think on the men's side as well that they're embracing that too. You know, the social media, the attention from the crowd. We see a lot of young guys just go like with the ear, with give me
Yeah,
some. It's interaction with the crowd, which is
it's
awesome. You know,
important.
Fonseca does it, uh, Mensick sometimes, and then all these young guys, Kwame just interacts with the
Yeah, I
crowd.
mean, it's the TikTok generation.
Carlos, yeah, for Carlos Alcaraz as well with the
Yeah,
ear, and Djokovic a little bit as well. So it's
yeah.
pretty
So
cool.
that's
Yeah,
good.
I love it. I
All
love
right,
it.
so I didn't have Swiatek on my list, but look, Kostyuk is kind of on my list a little bit, but Svitolina is my main one. She took out Benchik 6-0 in the third.
Hmm.
Looked pretty good. Benchik doesn't love clay, but she battled tough.
Hey, yeah.
Um,
Hey, she won a
Goff,
set, so
Goff also was not on my list, but I didn't have her going out to Potapova.
that's
I
a bad
thought that
loss
was
for her.
interesting, but the conditions, they kind of favored Potapova with her strong shot. And
Yeah.
in the end, Coco didn't take those chances in the second and hold her serve. And
Hmm.
it was kind of messy. And then Potapova got a little messy. But she had resolve. She's been on the tour 10 years now. She's kind of figured out her game and she's having a breakthrough.
You're totally right. And who else we had on our list? Mira Andreeva.
Mira Andreeva won in 2 sets easily today
I
against
know.
Teichmann, right?
Yeah, exactly. Swiss girl, and lefty, and
Mhm.
Andreeva just took her out. Like she
Yeah,
rallies super well, cross
and
court,
that's
and
a
suddenly
good
down the line.
not an easy match, and she
You're
won
right.
2.
Yeah. So we've got our two picks, Andreeva, Svitolina, that
Yep.
will probably face each other in the semis, and then whoever wins gets to the final and probably has a
Yeah,
good shot to win.
I think so too.
Yeah.
We've got Osaka Sabalenka playing the night match.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
gonna be awesome.
That's like big news because they've only put a couple women on at night. Um,
Yep.
like that's exciting, but also I thought it was interesting what Kostyuk said. They asked her would she want to play the night match, and she was like, "No, absolutely not. I think it's bad for athletes' bodies to play at night and to recover. And
Hmm.
I really like playing early, and I keep asking for first or second on." Okay, I can totally see why she says that. I loved playing a second on,
Yeah, it's
like
true.
because it's a great time. Your
Yeah,
body's regulated, you get enough sleep, and then you get to recover. Obviously, night matches are amazing and like super cool.
super
But
fun.
I
Yeah.
can totally see why she's like, no, I don't want to play a night match.
Oh, you're right because you don't get to bed like until 3 in the morning. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
like
it
super
messes
late.
up your rhythm.
Yeah, next day you have to get up late, around 11 or something like
Yeah,
that, and then you don't see the day to recover, and whoops, you're playing the next day maybe second on. So it's like,
yeah, it's
what?
really tough.
That's really tough mentally
But
and
she's
physically.
like,
So
let the men have it. So, but we got
normally
Osaka
that's what happens.
Sabalenka. So we got the fashionistas, Osaka she's got like 23 carats worth of diamonds or 26 of her triple
Yeah, yeah.
diamond necklace. Okay, Osaka, we got to talk about her outfits.
I know. It's like, and
But
she's
first,
switching the on
let's
court.
talk
Like,
about her tennis.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
before the outfits, the tennis. All right, her tennis, Ougi, has improved. She's playing her best ever on clay.
yeah, exactly.
I was very impressed how she beat Jovic in the third,
Hmm.
and she fought. Her movement looks better. Her strategy looks better.
Yeah,
This could be an interesting battle because now the conditions have changed a bit.
yeah. It's
Who's going to
colder.
play better at night on red clay, Sabalenka or Osaka?
You're asking me?
Yeah, who do you think?
Hmm. I have to favor Sabalenka just because of the experience on clay. She's got more wins on it, and she's been more comfortable and consistent. But at the moment, Osaka is playing really good, so it's
She is
almost even. But it's like a
slight edge to
slight
Sab.
edge, like 5% more, so 65. I don't know,
Okay,
50,
so we got to
55,
talk about
45.
the outfit now. All right,
Oh
because
yeah,
that's coming up. Okay.
the gold.
All right, the
Wow.
gold Eiffel Tower dress. Okay, I love the dress. I love the jacket. The first look with the black, like I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
love outfit. Like,
Hmm.
but I loved her third. I like that she keeps bringing different skirts, right? And
Yeah.
that third skirt, I really liked. The first one, it was like, okay, not bad, but I really liked that third skirt she
Yeah.
wore yesterday or today.
Yeah, yeah, it was really bright. She
Yeah,
walked on it. I don't know
it
if
was
it's too
good.
bright for the opponent. Is it okay
Well,
with the
she was
light?
worried about the sequins, but
Yeah.
apparently the chair let it slide and it was
Okay.
fine.
And
Yeah.
the opponents so far they didn't say anything about it. So they're
No,
like, okay, good.
nobody's
So
it's
it's
not
not.
distracting. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, good.
look, she's on all the fashion sites, Elle, Bazaar, Vogue, Vogue Australia, Vogue Asia. Like,
Wow.
she has a creative director. She's hit a mark because tennis court has been such a thing for so long, and
Hmm.
now she's bringing couture, so
Yeah.
couture, not
Yeah. Yeah.
couture,
Yeah. Exactly.
court, and it's her runway, and she's expressing herself. Now it's hit or miss, but I think this French Open is a miss, is a hit, Oogie.
Yeah, I know. It is a hit. So it's really, really good. And it sounds great. She's looking good. She's getting
Yeah,
attention. So that's like super cool.
yeah, and
And
she's
we
winning.
exactly, exactly. So
So
she's winning. So that's even better. And then of course we're
that's better.
talking about it because she's winning. And can you guess if Sabalenka is going to make a statement about coming on the court with something like
Well,
I
I
would love if she do, if she gets some mental
look.
edge about
She's got to come out with a Gucci bag.
she's got to come out with
Wasn't she
something.
walking out with a Gucci bag earlier, and I think Potapova kind of shaded her, but I mean, she's Gucci, so
It's
she's
true.
Gucci in her game
It
and
is.
her
Yeah.
ship.
And
So she's got to come out with some Gucci,
hopefully a lot of Gucci
maybe
and like
shades
she's got to put
and a
something like
handbag.
else than just like a dress, like a skirt,
Well,
tennis. Just
Nike, so she has to wear her Nike outfit.
mhm.
But accessories are Gucci. So what accessory? Is it going to be a big bag or a little bag or a
Maybe
clutch?
I don't know. Maybe something like a royal something stick
A
in the hand or
scepter?
something. Yeah, that's it. I would
I
come
mean,
out with the
she's got to
scepter.
do something because
Just
Osaka is the queen
you
of the runway right
you
now.
know she's gonna come out big time and she's probably gonna
Yeah.
put extra sauce on it. And so if I was Sabalenka, I would think about something just to prove a point of like, you know what? I'm number one in the world and I can own that too.
But you know what? She's on the cover of Digital Vogue, so she has that.
There you go.
It's a
That is
cool
pretty
cover,
cool.
I have
That
to
is
say.
cool. I love
Yeah.
it that the those
Yeah,
top women
yeah,
they're
look,
getting some getting some
getting
attention on the court.
fashion stuff. Okay, so
Super
Naomi
cool.
Osaka has a creative collaborator, Marty Harper. I didn't know that. So she now has like a creative director. She's
Wow.
going big, Oogie. She's planning for after tennis.
I know. She's hey, which is, that's so cool. I love that. It's
Yeah, I like
you
it.
know,
All
yeah, it's
right,
gotta be
so
cool.
the ball is in Oogie's court. We got to talk about why have so many seeds fallen and the French Open first week chaos? Like, what is it about this kind of second Grand Slam that has
Hmm.
been so different this year from the norm? What are your thoughts on that?
There's one word, clay. to
That is a good word, Oogie.
to me, I mean, la terre battue. I mean, clay, like in French, it's terre battue. And
Yep.
Jim Courier said it today. I was like, wow, he
Yeah,
speaks French.
Badu.
Super cool. Yeah, terre battue. And clay is just like, and I'm talking about European clay, the real clay, just the red
The brick,
clay, the
red brick.
red dirt. You're sliding all over the place. It's so, I mean, people don't understand that how much you're sliding on it. You need to be super balanced all the time, calculating. I'm going to slide that much. I'm going to
Yeah.
hit my shot. I'm going to come back. Sometimes drop shot, cross court angle, behind the person. There's so much strategy that go on into when you play on clay. And how many 2 sets down come back can we see there? I mean, it's like, I think it's a record or it's
I've
going to be a
never.
record.
Yeah.
It's amazing. There's like
Yeah.
already like almost 20 of them.
Mhm.
It's like a big stat. And it's just because of clay. Of course, it's conditions. It's warm. It's hot. I mean, even Sinner couldn't handle the heat and the brutal conditions.
Yeah.
But to me, it's because of the surface. If you have the same conditions, like we see sometimes we have those conditions in Australia for the Aussie Open, you don't see as many upsets.
And
Because
America in the summer.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to work as hard to get, to win the points. Once you start to go down physically, because you have to run all over the place all the time, every point, the opponent gets the physical up hand on it, then you're in a battle because, as we saw with Sinner, he was 5-1 up and couldn't even close that match. And once he lost that set, 6-1, 6-1, it's over. And those two guys have this much caliber in between.
That's
It's not even
crazy.
close.
It
Normally,
is.
it's not even close. It's there's so much different levels. So to me, the clay is just a different beast to play on it and to just
It is.
keep on grinding on it.
I think, look,
What do you think?
well, it's May, right? So I think the conditions, well, the clay, number one, you're totally right. It's the clay. But
Yeah.
I also think what happened was it was cold and rainy, like for clay season, it wasn't that hot.
Mhm.
And then this like magical week in Paris where it was like summer heat.
Yeah, 90-95. Yeah.
And the clay is like being in a kiln where you're baking. So you're
Mhm.
literally like in a red brick kiln on the court playing tennis and baking. And
Yeah.
all of that going through your body and the conditions. And then the players aren't really regulated to that because they've been playing in Rome and Madrid. And Rome and
Mhm.
Madrid were kind of rainy. I mean, Madrid was a little better, but Rome was rainy conditions, like windy,
Mhm.
cold. And then they have to go into Grand Slam mode where it's like super hot. Luckily, they're mostly in hotels. They have air conditioning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not like living in a house. And then the clay, how it's adapting to the ball and the heat and the players. And
Mhm.
also the players, there's a lot of depth right now that you're seeing because Alcaraz is out and Sinner went out, right? And
Yeah.
so all that depth kind of came to the forefront of, oh, okay, it's not just about Alcaraz and Sinner, even though it has been.
Mhm.
Like the rest of the field is fighting hard, and now we get to see what they've been doing
Yeah.
when the media
Exactly.
has just been paying attention to Alcaraz and Sinner. Now on the women's side, it's been Sabalenka, Rybakina, right?
Yeah.
But it's kind of been more mixed on the women's, except for Sabalenka.
Mhm.
So I think on the women's, it's not as surprising as on the men's right now.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm so happy that you mentioned the women, like you said, like 4 seconds ago, because you said Sabalenka. Yeah, she's keeping on dominating. But
Yeah.
you mentioned Rybakina, and Elena was saying, after winning the Aussie Open, okay, I'm going to be number one in the world. That's my goal.
Mhm.
How far did she look from number one in the world this week?
I think
Because of the clay, because
of
of
the
the surface.
clay.
To prove
It
my
was
point,
totally
because
the clay. Yep.
seriously, I mean, her level dropped down like she was, 75 in the world because the clay just the clay just levels the field. It
It
levels the
totally
playing
does
field.
to me. And
Seriously, it's like it
she went
equals
down to the
people.
girl I told you to look out for, but then the girl lost. So the Ukrainian girl who's actually good on clay, she's really tough to play on clay.
Yeah.
Staroseva.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that was a dangerous match for Rybakina in the second round.
Oh,
And
for sure.
it showed because the clay got to her.
Yeah, exactly. And it levels the playing field because it slows everything down. So Rybakina's big serve, big forehand, big backhand, it's not
Well, it
effective anymore
negates
because
your
it
serves.
negates because
Yeah.
players just move back 5-10 feet and then just
Oh,
look
Hugues,
at Casper Ruud today when he was
never
way
won
back for returning.
a
It's like,
French. Like I know. I
I know,
literally never won a match at the French Open.
I know you're the one who could tell us
It
all
was
about that.
just it's rough. The
It
clay,
is.
the red clay is rough.
And then you get 2 weeks later on grass, and you're like, "Oh, my serve is so good. Why
Oh,
didn't it work 2 weeks ago?
why
Because
didn't it work
it
on the
slows
clay?
down so much when it
Well, there we
bounces."
go. That's the balls in Ugi's court is definitely the clay. That is the theme.
Seriously, I
And
mean, to
that's
me,
why it's going to
that's
be exciting to see new champions this year.
it is. It is, and it's going to set up for bigger things this summer on hard courts because once you can dominate on clay and be really successful, like Fonseca right now is just playing great. He's winning a lot of matches. Jodar. So
Mhm.
those two guys will be for sure headlines this summer on hard courts in Montreal, Toronto, Cincinnati. All those tournaments on hard courts this summer because their momentum is going to is going to carry over.
Yeah.
And once you're really solid backcourt, hard courts is the same. That's why Djokovic won so many titles on the Aussie Open, US Open, all these. So it's going to be, it gives you hope and confidence to play great tennis for the summer. So it's,
Well, yeah, and it helps you build your shot tolerance, right? So the clay does help you. Like Ben Shelton, it did
yeah,
help him. He went down, but it helped him. He won a tournament this year. It does help you to go into the hard court season knowing you can last. Look at all these long matches these guys are lasting through.
yeah.
So they can take that on hard courts and last out there for less than maybe a 10 ball route or a 20 ball, but it's hard court, so it's a little different. And the confidence and their legs are under them.
You're totally right. Milos Raonic actually did same thing almost. I mean, earlier in his career, and once he reached the Wimbledon final and everything, a couple of years back before that, he did go to Spain and train for like a couple of months there on clay. And people were like in Canada, like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
Because he's got this big serve, and people were like, he's never going to win on clay, and he knew that, and he said, I know I'm not going to win on clay like titles and everything. It's just that I need to build my game and to make sure I construct points correctly, and gives me options, because on clay it's so slow that you get options. If the ball is short, okay, am I gonna attack it cross court, attack it down the line? I'm gonna hit harder flat, more spin. Can I just drop shot it? I mean, you got all those options. If you're playing hard courts, there's not that many options. You just boom it down the line and come in. So yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, so we got some newsy notes.
Ooh.
All right, so the newsy notes are, well,
there's got to be so many newsy notes
against the Knicks. Okay,
basketball. You're right.
Yeah. Spurs against the Knicks. It's going to be a good game, right?
It was a pretty big upset, of the Spurs beating OKC, right? I mean, our Canadian
Game 7 last night. I watched it, Ougi. It was.
You watched the game? Wow, because it was an OKC Game 7 and the Spurs won, so that was pretty big.
I watched it. Okay, now I didn't lead with this because I wanted to go second after the Knicks. Okay, now let's talk about who's coming out to the grass courts.
Oh my gosh.
Who has requested multiple wild cards into doubles to the grass court season? The first one being at Queen's Club.
Can we say Queen Serena?
Yes, Serena at Queen's.
Wow.
Okay, so it's rumored that she's playing with Mboko.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know.
Mboko was asked at a press conference.
Yeah.
And she kindly and respectfully turned it into Serena's hands and said, it's her story. She's amazing. If I get to play with her, it'd be wonderful. But this is her story to tell.
That's so cool. I mean, that's so smart. And yeah, Victoria's is a, shy girl. She doesn't want the spotlight. And that's how she is. It's just, which is great. It's like a little opposite of
fun to watch.
A little opposite of Jeannie Bouchard, who loved the spotlight. That's like two Canadian girls who were, and
totally
which is, I think it was a nice comparison. And so Vicky just, rightfully so, just said, okay, you know what, Serena's going to say her piece. And but yeah, we've heard that, right? I mean, that she's requested to play doubles with Victoria. That's going to be some, some dramatic. I mean,
so who's fun. Play with at Wimbledon? Is she going to play with Venus, or
again with Vicky?
Maybe Haley Baptiste. Well, Venus was supposed to play with Haley Baptiste, so it seems to me like they're picking the younger Black players. So maybe they'll play together, but I don't think so.
I don't know. I think Mboko's going to play with Serena as well at Wimbledon. Why would they practice at Queens for the warm up tournament?
At Wimbledon.
I think they're going to play at Wimbledon, but I have no contact whatsoever there. I'm just saying my opinion, but
it's gonna be fun, Ougi. So we knew she put herself in the pool for a reason. Yeah. We did talk about grass. We weren't sure about singles.
Yeah.
Right? It's a little early for singles to go right into the grass. But maybe she'll be ready for Wimbledon singles. You never know.
I think she's going to play singles as well to Wimbledon. That's my hunch. I mean, I have a feeling that she just wants to spread out the doubles, thing. Yeah. I'm going to come back for doubles, and we're not going to see it. And boom, she's going to be in the singles main draw with the wild card. I mean, that's her goal. Trust me. If I was her, for me, that would be the goal, to just right away play Wimbledon. Why not? Because the timing is good. She's in shape. She's probably the best shape ever until she was 20, 25, and then boom, she's gonna be ready to go. She's gonna play doubles, and yeah, I think she's gonna make it. She's gonna do it singles too.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
What do you?
Ougi's calling it singles.
Yeah,
I'm calling it. I think singles on the hard courts
yeah,
and
yeah.
doubles on the grass, but she could go. She could just go full Martina Navratilova and do a singles at the Wimbledon.
Yeah. I think she's gonna do both because it one reason because it's not physically demanding. You know, she plays
Well,
singles. Come on.
it is.
Yeah, but it's
grass.
not. But hard courts, clay, that's like way harder. You know, she has
It's
a
a
big
different
serve.
kind
She's
of
she's gonna
physical.
rely on her serve a lot. So she hits big serves, and she probably go boom, just just really flat. So she's gonna get a lot of free points, even for grass. So to me, that's she's going
Look,
for
it's
it.
possible, Ougi. Okay. All right. You're 4. I'm 50-50.
I know.
Not 4
Hey,
yet.
I could be totally like left field here, but
I don't think you are, though. I think it's 50-50. But
yeah.
I think what your thought is, you have the right thought, because that would be something she would do, right?
Yeah, might as well. If you're coming back at Wimbledon for sure because her game suits because of the experience, the success she had there, just her game. She just hits big and hit flat, and to me, it's like if she moves well, her body responding well, she knows right now, of course, the training. I mean, for me, there's like a no-brainer. She's gonna go for it, and she's gonna be in.
We're gonna be on Serena watch for England. Let's see.
I know.
What's up? She should be popping up over there soon.
Hey, in June we'll know. I mean, for sure. In the next couple of weeks, we'll know because
June tomorrow.
yeah,
June today.
June 1st is tomorrow. Yeah, June 1st tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, another fun thing. Dua Lipa and Callum Turner are married. She came out in a Schiaparelli suit a la Bianca Jagger with a white hat. They left like a courthouse church in England. So they're officially married. I love Callum Turner. He's a really cool actor. They're a very cute couple. So I thought that was cool.
So who is he? I have no idea.
So he's an actor.
Okay. Which movies?
He's been in a bunch of movies that are like indies, and he was also in the Flying movie by Tom Hanks on Apple TV. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Okay. I'll go check it out.
Yeah, go check it out. He's like been in a bunch of kind of like not mainstream, but he's a really good actor. So,
okay.
And
that's cool.
Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was fun. Okay. I'm sorry your Canadians lost.
I know. They lost but they had a great run. I mean, they won 2 first round, second round, game 7, both. I mean, it's like crazy. I think both in overtime. So just really big thrills. And then, they were up 1-0, almost 2-3-0. Yeah, they lost game 2 and 3 in overtime. So they were real close to be there 3-0, but they went down 2-1. So, they lost the 2 games in overtime. And then game 4 and 5, they just got crushed like 6-1 in both games. Like Caroline just took another level like that. And they were just so intense. They were on the puck all the time first, and Canadians were like, what are we doing? They were always late. And that's crazy because it was the same team, first 3 games. But the last 2 games, it was like not the same teams. And on the other side, you got the Golden Knights. So my favorite, my 2 favorite teams almost made it up.
Right? So Stanley Cup finals are Carolina versus Vegas. And we got NBA finals.
Exciting. I know. New York. Oof. Yeah. The Knicks against Wembanyama. Wow.
Yeah. All right. You ready for the quote of the podcast, Ougi?
Let's hear it.
Okay. Personally, I refuse to carry the burden of having to hide my emotions.
Okay, a tennis player said that?
Okay, a tennis player could have said it,
but
no, it was a basketball player. Okay, so Wemby from the Spurs, after he won, was crying.
Really? Okay.
And running around, and the internet criticized him because that's what the internet does, right?
Why did he criticize him?
He got the Magic Johnson MVP,
and
he was like just like running around crying. Okay, well that's like not very nice. Like, don't criticize the guy. At least he's like crying happy tears, right?
Yeah, and he's like, how old is he? Like 20?
He's 22.
22,
Okay,
and he's like,
22.
first time he makes the playoffs, and
Yeah,
he's like reaching the finals already, and he's like
exactly.
super big phenomenon, and
Trying
the
to.
guy can't enjoy it. What's going on there?
Yeah. So I like that he came out. I mean, he said a longer quote, but I like that he said, like, I refuse to carry the burden. Like, I'm gonna let my emotions hang out. That's
Rightfully so, man.
like a 22-year-old. Good for him, Oogie.
Allez les Bleus. That's amazing for him. That's like a French superstar for basketball. What is he, like 7'3" or something? He's like
Yeah,
super
yeah.
tall. Hey,
So, you
it's hard
know,
to. Yeah, he's so good defensively too. I mean, I've seen a couple games and people have to shoot like super high to go above him. That's like totally different game because normally you'd shoot more like this, and now you have to shoot way up, and it makes it so different because he blocks out the shots. So he's bringing that team with him is not that like I couldn't tell you another player which they're really good, but they're all young and but he really makes a big difference because
he
he's so
does.
good. So yeah, it's amazing. All credits to him.
Okay, so we got the second week of the French, Oogie. Who's your pick for the men?
Okay, so to win the title,
You're going with Zverev?
no, I'm gonna go with Fonseca.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like that.
calling Fonseca right now. First big career Grand Slam. Guga Kurton was in the
Yes,
stands
he
today,
was in the
and
stand.
when I saw that, I'm like, he's got the right people there because, of course, he's not there for him. But yeah, let's say he's there a little bit for him, and he stays a couple more days, and so Fonseca is
He's
playing
got
really,
the
really good.
magic.
He's got the magic. He's not overreacting when he wins. He's just, to me, it's like the perfect storm for him. So yeah, I'm
Okay.
going with Fonseca. What about you? Tell me, who do you think is going to win for the men?
All right, I'm going to give you Fonseca, and I'm going to go with.
I mean, were you going to say the same player to win?
I mean,
Honestly, were you going to say Fonseca as well, or because you can pick the same?
no, I'm going to give you Fonseca.
Oh, come on!
I think he can win.
If
I
your
think
heart
he
tells
can win.
you, Jao, if your heart tells you that, you got to go for it. But if it doesn't tell you 100%, then of course pick somebody else.
Look, I think
Felix, maybe Felix has a chance.
Felix does have a chance. So I'm going to go,
Maybe,
a little bit off kilter. And Zverev would be the pick
yeah,
for
for
all
sure.
the pundits, but he's not. I'd like him to win. Like I would like him to win.
Yeah, of course.
He'd be my second, but I really would like Felix to go through. And he has a shot in this
He does.
whole quarter
Section,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah,
He
exactly.
has the shot to get to the finals and make it through. Now the conditions are changing.
Yeah, it's colder.
It'll be interesting. Can Fonseca keep it up under the conditions? Can
Mhm.
Felix battle through? Or is Zverev's consistency going to take it all?
I know it's hey, conditions favored Fonseca because it's really hot in Brazil. Trust me.
But
It's
now it's
so,
not.
and now it's going to go colder, so it's going to
Yeah.
favor Zverev and Felix because they're
Yeah.
Germany and Canada are much
Okay,
alike.
so you go with Fonseca, I go with Felix, and I'll do an asterisk for Alex Zverev.
Okay, that I love that because we
Always
get
been nice to me, and I like his physio, and he's always been polite. And I know people have thoughts on him, but I've always liked him. All the personal stuff aside, he's always been polite and said hello and been a nice guy.
for sure. Yeah, I love that, and I'll take the same asterisk.
Okay, good. All right,
Yeah.
we're on the same page. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
women. Who are you going
Oh,
with?
oh, same thing. Same thing as we. I
Eva?
called. I called before the tournament started either Andreeva or Svitolina. So
Okay.
since now they're probably going to face each other in semis or quarters. Semis in the semis they're going to face in semis. So
Yeah.
whoever wins there is going to win the tournament.
Okay. All
My
right.
pick. Yeah.
So
What about you?
Well,
Because you said the same
I'm
thing.
going with Fidelina. I'm going with Gail Monfils has his Monfils and Friends, retires, and
Mhm.
Fidelina wins the tournament.
Wow.
That's
Do you,
what I'm
ma-
going with.
you imagine that? That would be like
And
Paris
then
Saint-Germain winning the Champions League and
be huge.
Monfils' wife the same week
So I'm
wins the
I'm gonna
title.
go with that. I think it could happen.
It is possible. I mean, Elena's playing great tennis. Footwork is great. Backcourt is amazing. She's not afraid to go down the line, and she's a big grinder. She's so strong mentally. And she can handle those big moments. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like she and most other women. There's nobody else who won that tournament. Swiatek was
No, no,
the latest one.
look, the only party crasher is going to be Sabalenka.
Of course, she's
Big
there.
party
She's always there.
Yep.
But you know, she's got a big round coming up with Osaka. So I don't know.
She does. So,
We'll see tomorrow.
yeah. So, okay. I like the pick, Sugi. All right.
The picks are in. The picks are
yes.
in.
And you are on your way to Paris.
I know.
want you to have a fabulous trip. And
We're
you're
leaving tomorrow, and we'll be
Nope.
there. And I'll be at Roland Garros in 2 days' time. So Wednesday we'll be there. Hopefully the rain is like during the night, which I checked again this morning. So it's going to be at night, Wednesday night in the night. So we'll be fine during the day normally. So I'll definitely give you a call, and we can do a little piece there when I'll be on site.
Yeah, it'll be so fun, and you'll get to see some of the juniors coming up too.
I know, and you know, Amelia coached a great player named Jenny Preston from Vegas last year for many months, and they train every day. And Jenny was 14 at the time, and now she's 15, and she's ranked 20 in the world, which is amazing. So she won all her tournaments since a year, and so, you know, there's only another girl who's 15 who's ranked as high as her. So she's the highly youngest player there.
She earned her spot, Ougi. That's
Yeah.
exciting.
It is exciting. So she's 15th seed. She plays tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow morning, Eastern time, like at 6 in the morning. She's playing a wild card from France. A girl named English. Her last name is Langlais. Langlais means English.
That's funny.
So yeah, it is. It is funny. A French girl named English. So we'll see what happens there.
Chaud chocolat and a croissant and a pain à raisin for me, please.
Pain raisin. Okay, good.
Pain à raisin is the best. Bon
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait. Magnifique.
Magnifique. C'est magnifique. Seriously, it's.
I dream of those.
I know.
Butter. Le beurre. With the
butter. The butter is so good. Seriously,
it's
another one. We're gonna go eat at Le Procop, the restaurant, which is the oldest restaurant. I mean, there's a famous U.S. president was eating there like way back then. It was like super famous, and we're gonna see the Eiffel Tower. I'm gonna bring my mom too, which is the best thing for me because
trip.
Yeah, my mom wanted to go to Paris with my father like in 2000 and way before that, because I've always heard them talk in the house. I'm gonna go when I retire. I'm gonna go to Paris with you, this and that. And yeah, unfortunately, my father passed away the year he was going to retire, so they couldn't do any of the things I was hearing for many years. So that was too sad. And I was like, okay, one day I'm going to get you there, Mom. And she's like, okay, don't worry about me. And she's all like shy and everything. But yeah, during the Christmas party we had like 4 months ago, I said, we're going to Paris next summer and you're coming with.
See, she's like, got her there, Ougi.
Amazing. So tomorrow, and she came over today, and we actually put our suitcases in the trunk to see if it fit. She's like thought about everything. It's so funny. She was unsecure about traveling, and I'm like, come on, for sure we're gonna make it work. Of course, the kids will just put their suitcases on them for the trip. We're going. It's no big deal.
It'll be great. All right. Well, I can't wait to hear about your trip. Yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody. And don't forget to hit subscribe, leave a 5-star rating, and write a review. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Alexandra Stevenson, and this has been Serving Aces. We will see you next time.
All right. See you soon. Bye-bye.